thank you again so much for all your help and support. And GTA Customs, custom car wrapping, established 2020 in the GTA. Thank you for wrapping our Burlington Soccer Club car. We'd also like to acknowledge the following league partners: Gatorade, Rehydrate, Replenish, Refuel, Derby Star, the official ball of the Canadian Premier League and the preferred match ball for League One Ontario. Macron, work harder, play harder. Vibrant Performance, Canada's most trusted brand for automotive race parts and accessories. Sports Engine, power your team bring your team together with Sports Engine HQ. The Canadian Premier League, where Canadian soccer takes flight. Ontario Soccer, encouraging us all to play, inspire, and unite. And Canada Soccer. Sign up for the new Canada Red fan membership program to get the inside track on national team tickets, exclusive merchandise, and other promotions. Ladies and gentlemen, please be aware of our stadium policies. No fighting, no throwing of objects, and no attempts to enter the playing field. Any disorderly behavior, including foul, sexist, racial, obscene, or abusive language or gestures, are strictly prohibited and may result in the suspension of the match and your expulsion from the facility. The possession or consumption of alcohol within the facility is not permitted at this time. Please keep the area in front, right where the track is, clear at all times. Please respect your fellow patrons. Washroom facilities are located on the left-hand side, right where that last tree is. If you make a left, you'll head into the community center. Washrooms are there. If you must leave the stadium, be sure to show your stamp in order to retain your ticket to be permitted to re-entry. Should you require any assistance, do not hesitate to ask any of the game day staff for assistance. You guys send out one of your staff just with an extra game sheet, one here and one there. Yeah. We'll have games this week. Staff sitting on the bench. Over there? Burlington Soccer Club. Our number 1 goalkeeper, Brandon Kerr. Number 3, Nicholas Nobilisila. Number 5, Juan Jaramillo. Number 8, Lucas Raposo. Number 9, Jordan Stoyanov. Number 10, Kevin Espiro. Number 11, Braden Culver. Number 12, Yusuf Sakadud. Number 20, Augusta Soku. Number 22, Cole Davison. And number 25, William Rattleband. For today's match, it will be officiated by head referee Joshua Hueving. The assistant referees are Matthew Hartman and Liam Tremblay. The fourth official is John Morgan Pizzuti. Interested in becoming a referee? Ontario Soccer wants to hear from you. Please visit ontariosoccer.net/recruitment for more details.
When you rush, you can't find it. So just
keep going.
Yeah, and we will see. I'll keep my YouTube open on cell phone.
Okay.
If we have to make it a little bit louder, just talk a little bit louder.
Okay.
I'll let you know. Okay.
And then we're good to use these at halftime, though.
I don't know, man. I was not able to connect it.
Well, how did you do it in the second half of the last game? 'Cause it's the same thing.
Was it?
Dino said that it worked better in the second half.
I connect here.
And now the
Can we
starting
do that?
level for
Yeah,
Blue Devils
sure. I mean, if
FC.
it's gonna work. But
Number
I'm
Lucas
not certain if it was.
Bernstein
Well, it'll be at
is the
halftime,
number one
so-
goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Number 3, Luka Frankovic. Number 6,
he looked
Adam
great.
Cherkowski. Number 7,
Clean
Matthew
shaven.
Santos.
I'm working for a town
Number
councillor
9,
now. I got a job
Talha
track.
Ilyas. Number
Can't be showing
17,
up for
Brandon
work.
Durate.
Looking
Number
like a
18,
second at the
Dre
today.
Neptune. Number 20,
I'm the worst
Gianluca
person to confront
Spadafora.
about that kind
Number
of an
23,
accusation.
Kyle Porter.
Seeing as I
Number
could have
24,
sucked
Darren
up the
Armstrong,
government
and number
during
25,
COVID and went
Matt
and worked at the
Chandler.
grocery store, so I take personal offense to that. Mr. Twine. I'll let it slide because I love you so much.
We'll talk to you after your fourth term.
Do you know, oh, what is his name? Trimble.
Ring a bell?
He was 6 votes short of becoming premier under that fella I think you were telling me about that went for 30 years as premier. Remember who I'm talking about?
Bill Davis.
Yeah.
Right,
Pretty sure. So this Jack Trimble, I believe, is his actual father-in-law. And so, like, was high up in the Conservative Party for years.
That's live, guys. I guess. Oh yeah, I can hear you. That's it.
Well, now
That's
I'm in
it.
trouble.
That's it.
Jeez. Well, now we gotta keep quiet because we're being spied on here.
That was the reason why I turned it on.
Oh, yeah.
Good grief, where you going?
You like, man. You like.
Oh, he's gotta set it up behind the goals. Okay, we started. Oh, they gotta do this whole like walkout thing to a song and stuff. Oh no, it's above and beyond. Sorry to keep staring at you. I'm at the corner of my eye, like my best friends, and I keep going, Ryan too. And then like I've been second guessing myself. Is it still
to good fields because I went last week. I went to York Regional game outside like Silbury. Man, the field is like that, you know, and the kind of swamps around, mosquitoes like that size. We spoiled with the good fields here. We spoiled.
That's one I ever saw was the University of South Carolina.
Yeah.
He was a laser. Grass.
Caps for the playing of the national anthem.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Haber Sports Complex, the Dr. Frank J. Hayden High School in Burlington, Ontario. I'm going to let Burlington Soccer Club Director of Marketing, Sarah Cockle, take it from here.
Also known as Father's Day, outside of the League 1 game of the week, or Pups at the Pitch. So we thank everybody for coming out. All of the proceeds today do go to support Fetch and Release, a rescue organization. So there are goods for sale with Freedom Dogs. There's also Regal Canine here, Dogtopia, and there's a bunch of goodies giving away for free, and we'll do a draw tag. So once again, thank you all for coming and supporting this worthy cause, and best of luck to those men on the pitch.
You heard it there, folks. Quite an eventful day they've got planned here in Burlington. We had a great game to start off this doubleheader with Burlington taking on Derby, and the women's match started off at 1 o'clock. Bit of a one-sided, lopsided score as Burlington lost 4-1 as their struggles continue this season. Derby looking to turn things around after a bit of a slow start. Same story here for the Burlington men. A little bit of slow start for them as they, again, like the women's side, only really began training just days before opening kickoff. So look for them to keep this game tight, or at least try to keep things tight. Oakville, the Blue Devils, man, what can you say? This team's always putting themselves in contention to win games. Currently undefeated, one of two teams on the men's side undefeated, them and Vaughan. 3 draws on the season, so spilling a bit of points, but I was talking to head coach Duncan Wild yesterday, and he was saying that their ambition for the first third of the season was to be in the top 6 and then reassess, and they've found their rhythm now, and they're hoping to be top 4 and then top 2 by the end of the season. Taking a look at the starting lineups for the home team, Burlington Soccer Club Bayhawks, you've got a 4-3-3 with Augustus Oku, Yusuf Zaglul, and Kevin Spiro up front. In the middle, a little 3-way tandem of Yordi Stoyanov, Braden Culver wearing the captain's armband, and behind those two is Cole Davidson. Nick Nobasilla is going to start off on left back, and in the middle you've got Juan Yamarillo and Will Rattleband, and Lucas Raposo at right back, the older brother of Ryan Raposo from the Vancouver Whitecaps, a local legend here and a personal favorite player of mine. And starting in goal, Brandon Kerr. So Brandon Kerr and Braden Culver, two players very familiar with the opposition today, as Kerr was back up to current Blue Devils starting goalkeeper Lucas Bernstingle for at least the 2019 season, and Braden Culver scored the match winner in the 2017 League One Ontario Championship game, and we can get back to that a little later. Starting up front for the Blue Devils is going to be Taha Ilias and Darren Armstrong. Behind those two will be Kyle Porter, Brandon Duarte, and Gianluca Spafadora. Left wing back is Dre Neptune, and right wing back is Matt Santos. Then in the three in the back, you've got Luka Frankovic on the left, Matt Chandler in the middle, and a player who his coaching staff have deemed a potential MVP candidate in Adam Jerkovsky. Starting on the right side, he's got the ball right now, playing it back to starting goalkeeper Lucas Bernstingle. And you're all up to date. They're out there, if you haven't figured it out, in a 3-5-2. We're still trying to figure out what to call this derby. It's the first time it's been played. Oakville and Burlington meeting in League One action. Couple votes so far with the people I've been asking around the match for the Burloak derby. That one's pretty easy though. This is Armstrong looking to cut a ball into the middle for Spafadora, or Ilias rather that. Raposo playing it back. Ball bouncing around in the air. Duarte nods it on. He's found Armstrong. Armstrong, who's playing his university ball at the University of Northern Kentucky, had a very strong season last year after having to deal with everything going on with the COVID-19 delayed season in 2020. Santos goes up for it. We'll go out and Santos will take the throw to get us back underway. He's found Ilhas. Shirkovsky. Santos giving chase, but he'll be whistled down offside. Novosila has his ball knocked down by Shirkovsky. Ilhas giving chase. This is Culver with it. Raposo back to Culver. Culver switching play, and his errant pass is going to be picked off by Santos. Santos and Culver, two players who are so familiar with each other, having grown up together playing for the Oakville Soccer Club. Shot it towards goal. We've got an early goal off the boot of number 3, Taha Ilhas. Or Luka Frankovic, rather that. Forgive me. No, I was right off the bat. It was Taha Ilhas. Sorry, you'll have to forgive me. Two boys of similar stature. Ilhas with an absolute banger, keeping with his absolutely dominant season so far this year, making it 1-0 in the 4th minute of play. Burlington were hoping to keep things close in this match, but Oakville taking control very early. This is the man, the myth, the legend, Kyle Porter putting the ball in up over the top, but that's going to be collected by Brandon Kerr. Brandon Kerr, the son of legendary Celtic goalkeeper Stuart Kerr, who's currently, I shouldn't say currently, I haven't looked and kept up to date, but more recently he had been the goalkeeping coach for Minnesota United. That's Frankovic there, playing a ball up. Armstrong nodding it on, battling hard to maintain position. Amarillo played it back to Kerr. Kerr lofting a ball up high. Brankovic going to get whistled down for laying the body on to number 10, Kevin Espiro. Burlington get the ball back in play very quickly. Opportunity here as Lucas Raposo's in towards goal. Offside, however, on the play. (2019) League One Ontario Goalkeeper of the Year Lucas Bernstengel taking his sweet time to get the ball back into play. Expect a bit of this gamesmanship throughout the match today. Notorious for his time management skills. Bernstengel's ball out towards the sideline, and that's going to be kept in by Neptune, and ball lofted up by Frankovic, but Burlington able to get the ball out of danger's way. Ilhas turns, looks to put a ball into the middle for Armstrong. Armstrong got his first 2 goals of the season last week for the Blue Devils. Dynamic young player, I've mentioned before, has been showing out really well for Northern Kentucky. Couple corrections. I said the University of Northern Kentucky. It's Northern Kentucky University. And in the previous match, I said Rana Hamdi played in the final last year for the Blue Devils. She, in fact, did not. It was the 2018 final against FC London where she had a phenomenal performance. I gave her a little more credit than she was due, but she's still a wonderful lady nonetheless. Opportunity there as Kerr went to punch that ball and miscalculated the trajectory on that one. Stay tuned at halftime, friends, as we'll have Burlington Soccer Club Executive Director Amal Chowan in to have a chat about what's going on with this side and the club as a whole. Kyle Porter steps up to take this corner kick, a right-footed out swinger. It goes far and wide, and Brandon Duarte puts it in towards goal off the crossbar. Tchaikovsky's there. Kerr stops Tchaikovsky, and a shot in towards goal. Number 9 for the Blue Devils, Taha Ilhas. The second of the game. And things are going downhill real quick for Burlington. 8th minute of play. And it's 2-0 already for the Blue Devils. Definitely not the start that Burlington head coach Neil Wilson was hoping for. And just to confirm, both goals so far for the Blue Devils coming from Taha Ilyas. Things could get ugly here. Bernstengel into the wind. Low ball over half. Off the head of Culver. Ilyas nodding it on to Darren Armstrong in towards Kerr, and those two know each other well, having won a reserve championship for the Blue Devils in 2019. Frankovic. Brought down by Duarte. Duarte, the former captain at St. John's University in the NCAA, had a trial this offseason with FC Edmonton. Came back to the Blue Devils looking to hunt down another trophy, an absolute baller, one of my personal favorite players in the league. An engine that just does not quit, and if you give him a chance to dance, he will. Fancy footwork. Kyle Porter stepping up to take this corner kick for the Blue Devils. Right-footed ball looking near post, headed away by Yamarillo. Duarte with it now on his right foot. Into the corner. Cuts back inside. Into the middle. Pinged off of Santos. It looked like it could have been a handball there, but no call on the play. Augustus Oku gets it up to Culver. Culver looking around, nowhere to go. Closed down very quickly by Matt Chandler. Matt Chandler, addition to this Blue Devils squad that's allowed them to change their formation to 3 in the back. Very tidy. This is Novosila. Oku looking to nod that on. Raposo with it. Tchaikovsky closed him down quickly. This is Porter. Porter looking up. Ilyas lays it off for Porter again. Porter through to Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky into the middle looking for Armstrong, but just a little bit too far in front of him. And Novosila will clear. He's got it up to Zaglu, but Santos has stolen it off of him. This is Neptune. Dre Neptune stops and puts it back to number 3 in white, Luka Frankovic. Blue Devils working real hard here at the end of the season to get their youth player minutes, as they were hoping to be around 1,200 minutes played by youth development players so far this season. They're only at 700, and the Blue Devils continue to apply the pressure, and vice captain Kyle Porter sucking the thumb, putting that one in the back of the net for his kids there clearly, or kid there clearly, maybe his dog too. But top quality finish for the former national team player. Congratulated by the squad. Had a chance to talk to Kyle yesterday, actually. Conveniently enough, I live in the same neighborhood where the Blue Devils tend to do a bit of their training. And caught up with Kyle after practice as I was playing fetch with my dog. And he's just happy to be out there playing football, you know, keeping himself in shape, competing. He's really impressed with this attitude that this Blue Devils squad has, that they're out there with the confidence that they can win every game, even if they fall behind. Head coach Duncan Wild reaffirmed that attitude, saying, well, that's nothing new. That's been our DNA for years. Frankovic back to Lucas Bernsteingle. Frankovic with time. Neptune. Dre Neptune cuts round one. Pauses. Found Frankovic. Frankovic looks to slip through Ilyas. Ilyas with it now. Cutting back to the top of the box. He's got it on his right foot. Was looking for Porter, but just a bit too far in front of him. And Neptune will play that out for a Burlington throw, give his squad some time to regain their shape. Novacilo. Zaglu's going to get whistled for offside. So it's 3-0, friends. 16th minute of play. Brace in the first 8 minutes from Taha Ilyas, and Kyle Porter followed that up less than 5 minutes later to get us to where we're at right now. You can see the Burlington Bayhawks bench up and moving all of a sudden on that far sideline. Maybe some changes on the way. Some really good players on the bench for Burlington. Stefan Milledreg's a name that comes to mind, but Jack Mallory's another one, and they're without Milan Beater right now, who's a known threat throughout this league. Played with Grossapi last year, Alliance in the past. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone out there who knows this for sure, but I think he played for North Toronto before that, but I've been wrong once before. This is Lucas Raposo. He's dispossessed. Dre Neptune with a step over. Still with it. Into the top of the box. Shot by Neptune, and that's just wide of the goal. So I'm a little disappointed here, friends. Nobody's got to me on Twitter yet. It's something I said, but we're trying to find a name for this derby here still, friends. The Burloak derby is the easy one to take, but there's got to be something better than that, friends. Oku's ball steered away by Tchaikovsky. Neptune gets a foot in. Culver's come away with the ball wearing the captain's armband. I mentioned before, Culver was once a Blue Devil. Scored the game winner in the shootout for them in 2017. Watch how tight he is with the ball, though. Okay, don't take that example, but always on the tips of his toes. Opportunity knocking here for Darren Armstrong. He's at the top of the box. Armstrong rounds Kurt, puts it in, and 4-0, and the onslaught continues. Darren Armstrong with his third in 2 games. 19th minute of play, and it's a runaway train here. 4-0 for the Blue Devils against their regional rivals. This almost reminds me of the Guelph United Blue Devils game last season when those two clubs first met up, and Guelph were able to score really early on and really hammered the Blue Devils after that. Now, there were some other extenuating circumstances as to what occurred there, but we see this time and again, if you get that early goal, you can really, really shake the confidence of your opponent, and that looks to be the case here. Burlington unable to find an answer. And I know, talking before the game with Neil Wilson, that he was confident that they could keep it tight. Said they need to take control of the direct balls, and they've really not been able to find an answer for the Blue Devils' attack, one for which they were hoping to go shot for shot on. Oku's going to get whistled down for knocking Spafador off the ball. Ilyas with it. Such a strong player. It's the one thing the Blue Devils certainly aren't lacking is size. Ilyas is a big boy. Tchaikovsky's a big boy. Frankovic and Chandler. That back three is got to be the biggest in the league. Notably absent from this Blue Devils lineup are Carlo DeFeo and Matt Montero. Yellow card here for Burlington. We'll get confirmation on the player in just a moment. This heat is absolutely killer though, friends. Porter's ball into the box. Armstrong got to it, cleared off the line. Play whistle down though, as Kerr looks to be slow up to his feet. Still no official word on who received the yellow moments ago. I'll have that for you as soon as that news comes through. Carl lofts the ball up over the top. Giving chases. Kevin Aspiro. Speed is what he's known for, and you could see it on display there as he chased that ball down there. You may notice his LeBron James style Phantom of the Opera mask. It's not merely for intimidational purposes. He broke his nose against Unionville and making the best of that situation, donning the mask. Oku and Tchaikovsky go up for that header. Oku brings it down after the ball bounces around a little bit. Duarte brings it down. It's found Neptune. Dre Neptune. Ilyas is going to be flagged down for offside. That'll put an end to another Blue Devils wave of attack. Kerr gets it to Raposo quickly, who's worked it up the wing for Aspiro. Tchaikovsky. Cherkovsky brings a wealth of experience, having been the captain at Masters and winning a championship with them in 2019. Offside once again. You can sense the anxiety of this Burlington backline every time the Blue Devils come up the pitch. It's a nervous energy, and it's got me jittering over here in anticipation of another shot in towards goal. Ilyas has got to get a shot of the goal of the week for his goal. I'm going to say the first of the two. This is a Spiro. Raposo into the middle, and that's going to drift just across the face of goal and out for a goal kick. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there and in attendance here today. I don't know if I've mentioned it just yet, but the Burlington Soccer Club putting on a great little Pups at the Pitch event today. Fantastic little doubleheader here. Celebrating dad and bringing down your dog. Sounds like a great way to spend the day. Davidson's ball is knocked back in his direction. Nobacillo is going to go back to Kerr. Oku brings it down. Nobacillo. Davidson switching play, looking for a Spiro, but it's just a bit too far for him. Brankovic will go back to Bernstingle. Brankovic, time and space, charging up the wing. Deflected out of bounds by Raposo. Things slowing down here after that fourth goal. Blue Devils are averaging a goal almost every 5 minutes. We've gone 7 now without the twine being bulged. Santos. Matt Santos just a bit out of his range there. Santos gives it back to Ilyas. Ilyas dancing on the sideline, still with it. You remember, or you may remember, Taha Ilyas as the player who was brought in by Forge after that initial Discovery Combine, coast to coast, and he was the one player that Forge decided we're going to bring into their system, and he had a look with Sigma and decided to go elsewhere after not making it stick with Forge initially, and he's found a home here with the Blue Devils after a very good season with Scrisapi last year. This is a Spiro. His ball is deflected out for a corner kick. Short corner taken. Ball popped into the box, but quickly cleared by the Blue Devils. Culver will let that ball bounce out of bounds for a Burlington throw. Talked about the pedigree of Braden Culver here. His sister's quite a talent as well. She had a cup of coffee with the Blue Devils in 2019 before she headed off to Bari Pink in Italy. But the Kent State graduate, former number 72 ranked in America according to Big Soccer. She's now the captain at Kalmar in Sweden, which is a great move for her after being at Bordeaux alongside, well, I'll let you guys guess who I'm thinking of. If you can't figure it out, the Canadian who was at Bordeaux. That'll be the trivia question. All right, it's cruel for me to do that to you. Vanessa Gilles. Vanessa Gilles, there's a Canadian tandem between her and Paige Culver, but in search of more playing time and hopefully more opportunities to play across Europe, Culver made that switch. Kalmar having been promoted last year from, well, into the first division or top flight in Sweden. So many great Canadian players in Sweden right now on the women's side. In fact, she's gonna have to face a former Blue Devils teammate in Sarah Stratigakis as the season progresses. They've got one of those Nordic summer seasons like we play here, so kind of off time with the rest of Europe. Errant pass there, but luckily Nobasila was able to get onto it. Zaglul with it. Slips Nobasila through. He's closed down quickly by Chandler. Ball into the middle, it's bouncing around. Finally cleared by Frankovic. And Armstrong able to keep it in. He's got Santos. Santos looking to switch. He's found Ilias. Ilias with another shot in towards Kerr, and that one's blocked and goes out for a throw-in. Just a little bit short for Santos to get onto. Oku on it. This is Zaglul. Zaglul cutting back inside. Zaglul turns. Porter closing him down, giving him no quarter. Frankovic will intercept and play Duarte out. Ilias with it. Ilias in quickly, and that ball's going to go out for a goal kick. Kyle Porter to take the corner here. Near post headed on off the crossbar, and it's a goal kick. So as it stands, according to League1Ontario.com, Taha Ilyas has moved his way back into first place on the scoring charts, surpassing Cyrus Rollix, who essentially switched places, going from the Blue Devils last year to Krisapi this year, and in return back the other way. Ilyas came to Oakville. Spafadora with it. Duarte's ball goes through the box, and Neptune tried to keep it in, but it's out for a throw-in. This is Zaglul. Zaglul with it again. Zaglul at the top of the box. He stood up by Tchaikovsky. Oku's shot is blocked, and that'll roll harmlessly into the arms of Lucas Bernstingle. Bernstingle with a long booming kick sent that one deep into the Burlington end. Raposo wants the ball. He's rounded Neptune. Still with it, full head of steam, but he's lost it. Davidson won it, and he was picked off by Frankovic. Frankovic looking for Neptune and just a bit in front of him. I mentioned before, Blue Devils FC, one of the two teams. Ooh, opportunity here as Aspiro's in towards goal, and his shot's going to go past Bernstingle, but whistle just wide of the far post. Blue Devils undefeated, but in 5th place. Burlington, however, not faring nearly as well. Thirteenth place at 3-3-2. 15 goals for and 13 against. Blue Devils, on the other hand, really banging them in, doubling their goals against with 18 for and 9 against. And when you can do that, you'll put yourself in contention time and time again, and that's the general makeup of this Blue Devils squad, is just to put themselves in contention. Ilyas with it now, breaking into the box. Ilyas trying to work his way through. Kerr comes out to meet him. Clearance blocked off of the chest of Darren Armstrong, but he's not able to keep it in bounds. He has a gaping goal in front of him and just unable to get to it. Brandon Kerr with it. It's funny you talk about the connections between these teams. Not only are Kerr and Armstrong so familiar with each other for having played in the Blue Devils reserves together, but Brandon Kerr is one of Lucas Bernstingle's academy assistants as goalkeeper coach for the Blue Devils Academy in years past, before venturing out onto his own to try and get some minutes. Tchaikovsky with it now. Porter taking his time. He's found Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky tried to backheel it to Armstrong, but that was easily handled. This is Cole Davidson, who's going to spray a ball out wide. And the closest player to that one was wearing white, and it was Neptune. Yusuf Zaghlul's the top scorer right now for the Bayhawks, with Oku and Raposo behind him with 3 each to their names. He's got 4. Over on the other side of the ball, the aforementioned Ilyas has 12 goals at this point in the campaign, and he's followed by Brandon Duarte and Darren Armstrong. And I've clearly made a mistake because those were not Armstrong's first 2 goals of the season last week. No, they were. Maybe the system's just updating right now to include today, which would mean that Ilyas is not in first. I'll have confirmation on that here for you in the second half. I've been wrong before. No, he is at 10, so that is your up to date. It is moment to moment. So he's actually still in third behind Rolex. Cyrus Rolex. Certainly one of the more dominant players in his early days with the Toronto FC Academy. TFC 3 took the league by storm. Some phenomenal players on that TFC 3 team in that 2017 season. Coming to mind right away are Theo Corbino and Noble Okello, Cyrus Rolex. In fact, Rolex took over for current Simcoe County Rover Ethan Beckford in that season. Beckford, the leading scorer at Simcoe County right now with 7 goals, but play whistle down as Duarte is charged with the infraction. This is Zaghlul. Zaghlul. Zaghlul hearing it from the home crowd telling him not to go back. And then he went, okay, well, I'll give it to Yarmarillo, who's even further back. So you learn something new every day, friends. That's how up to date we are with this League1Ontario.com website. Up to the minute scores. Like right to the minute. I thought there was a delay, but Ilyas getting his 10th of the season as the second on that brace. Armstrong working hard to win the ball off of Culver. Culver is going to take a yellow certainly for that swipe at the ball, and he says, oh, he was just in front of me. It wasn't intentional. Yellow card nonetheless there, Mr. Culver. Yellow card nonetheless. 2 minutes of extra time to be added on here, friends, as we've reached the 45th minute of play. We've
The fourth officials indicated there'll be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
There you go, friends.
2 minutes of added time.
Referee going to check the goalpost really quickly before the ball gets back into play. Matt Santos to clear. Darren Armstrong brings the ball down. Cole Davidson battling for it. Porter comes away with it. This is Ilyas. Ilyas battling. Culver will play it back to Kerr, and he clears, and that's going to go out for a throw-in. Easing some of the pressure here from the Blue Devils. Frankovic gets it in, but it's cleared by Culver. Neptune unable to keep the ball in play, and it'll be a Burlington throw-in. Can't be much longer to play in this first half here, friends. It's only 2 minutes of time to be added on. Santos on it. Armstrong giving chase, and he goes out to meet Kerr, and Kerr strong to it and rolls it out quickly. And that's it, folks. That's it. Halftime, 4-0. After that initial onslaught in the first 20 minutes, the Blue Devils put 4 past Kerr, but for the last 24, they were able to keep them off the score sheet and slow things down. Stick around. We'll be back shortly with Burlington Soccer Club Executive Director Amal Chauhan here in just a moment.
So he broke his microphone. I don't know. I'm trying to connect. Doesn't work, seems to me. This one works. Sure. Maybe I can convince you guys to talk into that.
Whatever works. Does the mic not work? The other one?
I don't know. It's not connecting. I don't know why. I don't want to risk it.
Yeah. You got one work. You don't want to mess with it.
Exactly. In the middle of the live stream, no.
Yeah.
what we've overcome. Oh, I'm gonna wave my flag. Tantos países, mismas raíces, baby, que juntos vienen a cantar. Saying, oh, can't you taste the feeling? Griten, con el corazón. Look how far we come now. There's beauty in our unity we found. El camino fue largo y para celebrarlo, ven, la. Hands up for your colors. Maluma, baby, ¿de dónde viene mujer? En verdad ni quiero saber. Baila suave, baila lento. No juzgamos por la piel. Todo el mundo está esperando este momento. De Colombia hasta Rusia saben lo que siento. Me encanta este feeling, el presentimiento. De levantar la copa y gritar duro al viento. Gol, en nuestra pasión. Se siente la fiebre cuando tocan el balón. Gol, no digas que no. Lo gritamos fuerte desde el corazón. Saying, oh, can't you taste the feeling? Saying, we all together singing.
You saying the one mic doesn't work? You saying the one mic doesn't work?
No, everything's working.
Music and Venus. I really don't remember all the stuff you actually remember, but I'll leave my notes.
Well, just gonna ask you about how we got to this stage. Because it's kind of a last minute deal, right? Getting into League One, getting the license. Where's my other microphone?
What's that?
I have a microphone for myself, but I don't know
Is it not this one? Did you get some like food and stuff, or? We haven't the players and staff and stuff. Do you have any allergies?
Hands up for your colors. Aunque tú y yo no seamos del mismo.
Yeah, the like one that I had pinned. Oh, there it is. Are we gonna be able to do this?
I don't know, man. We probably don't want to try that. Okay, let's. The problem is that I cannot stop it.
Sube la mano.
Okay.
Try, right?
Maluma, baby.
So yeah, if we just pop that in though, we can.
Theoretically.
Theoretically, yeah. I'm good with that.
There you go. Let's see how it goes.
No harm
Don't
in
try,
trying.
you know.
Good to go. All right, friends, I'm here with Burlington Soccer Club Executive Director Amal Chown. How are you doing today, Amal?
I'm great. Great day for soccer.
So tell me a little bit about the exciting news here, because you guys entered the league this season for the first time, kind of a last minute thing. What brought this all about?
Well, the opportunity showed up where we could potentially apply for a League One license this year. For us, our strategic plan had always had the plan and the growth to grow into a League One concept. We were really aiming for 23, 24, but when this opportunity came up and we realized with the new league structure coming around, that the opportunity was now. Our board and staff were very supportive in trying to get all the resources behind to make sure we could produce this year. And I have to say, I think other than some results, we've done a fantastic job, brought the community together. It's also our 16th year, but I also thought that for us as an anniversary gift, it was a great thing for the community to bring to the city this year.
Talk to me a little bit about the power behind being 60 years strong, because that says a lot. It's a real testament to the quality of programming that's available in Burlington for soccer, and I know you guys are going to continue that tradition.
Correct. Yeah. So, you know, I've come to the club now. It's been about 4 years, and we've got a lot of coaches and a lot of volunteers that have been here for 10, 20 plus years. And with our new marketing team and with our tech team, we're trying to put together a whole year of celebration. What that means for us is, hey, let's give back to the community this year. So we partnered up with the city. I think we're in 23 events this year around the city to just promote not just our club, but just getting kids outside. You know, I think it's the best thing to do post-COVID, let's say, to try and promote getting kids outside, playing sports, active, all sorts of stuff. Along with our 60th year and how to promote sports and youth and all that kind of stuff, we've partnered with a couple other organizations in the city. So we're trying not to focus it solely on soccer or football, but really just the community, kids outside, active.
So one of those public events that you're at is one you're hosting here today in this doubleheader. Phenomenal day for football. Difficult results in the first match. Anything can happen here in the second game. That's the beauty of this game. Talk to me about what you guys got going off the pitch here, because I see the hashtag on the signs in front of me, pups at the pitch. I've seen the dogs walking around. What do you guys got on the go here?
Yep, so we've had a few doubleheaders. Everyone, we try to focus on another fundraiser to put our proceeds towards, again, giving back to the community. Last week, and in general, we work with Joe Brandt Foundation. We raised just over 1,000 last week. This week we did the pups. We called it Father's Day, so not just for fathers of children, but fathers for dogs. And we were hoping to just raise funds for the shelters, you know, and help some puppies find some homes too. And I think so far, I haven't seen the tally, but we've done pretty good.
It looks like you guys are doing a phenomenal job here. Great crowd. Everybody seems to be into it. I just wanted to congratulate you on doing such a phenomenal job here this year in your first campaign in League One Ontario, and I want to wish you all the best, and thank you so much for joining me today.
Great, thank you, Pierce. We really appreciate the opportunity, and we have to thank the League One leadership team of giving us the support and, you know, being there for when we are, and even like yourself coming out today and helping us put this whole thing together and exposing it to the rest of the soccer community in general.
Well, the pleasure was all mine. I can't speak for everyone else, but I'm sure they agree, and thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you around.
Perfect.
Enjoy the second half.
Thank you.
for
Well, I'm glad
anyone
you guys
who
did that.
has a raffle ticket.
I remember
please
saying
get
that in
ready.
the interview.
Please get
I was
right
like,
now.
why isn't Nipple
Raffle
on?
ticket, raffle ticket, real quick before the referee blows the whistle
smart.
for
It's,
commencement of the
and
second
I'm
half.
sure they were thrilled to do it.
Yeah,
And
it's
our
just that
lucky
because
winner
it's on full
is
round, they wouldn't want us to come here.
ticket number 49241194. I'm gonna say it again. 49241194. You make your way to the media tent. All the prize for you. Happy Father's Day, everyone.
Thanks. Thanks for your time. All right, gang, we're back at it again. Second half of action from Haber Sports Center in Burlington / Dr. Frank Hayden High School. Gorgeous little facility. Gorgeous day for football. Difficult day on the pitch for Burlington. The ladies already lost 4-1 in the first half of this doubleheader. And the men are in tough, down 4-0 at halftime to Blue Devils FC. Taha Ilyas with a brace in the first 8 minutes for the Blue Devils. Kyle Porter followed him up with a goal. And then in the 19th minute, Darren Armstrong put one away for his third of the season. I was right about that before. He did have a brace. It's just, we are so gosh darn up to the minute with our stats on that website. It's just unbelievable. I was even fooled. That's how good it is, folks. I feel like Donald Trump talking like that, but that's a conversation for another day. Update you as soon as possible on the substitutions that have been made here, and we'll have a look around the scores across the league as the second half continues, but we're going to try and keep you up to date on what's going on right in front of you here today. Again, second half of action in this second game of the Burlington Bayhawks doubleheader. Blue Devils up 4-0 right now. I already said the score a minute ago, so don't ask me to do it again. Cody Ellis into the game for the Blue Devils. That's an easy one to pick out. One of their top players every single season looks to be in for Dre Neptune. As Spiro pushed out of bounds, and Frankovic will take the throw. Just having a look around, see if there's any substitutions I can pick out right off the bat. Looks like Ellis is the only one for the Blue Devils. Matthew Mills into the match for Burlington. This is Mills over the ball right now. Gets it back into play. Switching it for Novosila. Pozo switched sides. He's over on the left side now. Spafadora in on a strong challenge against Oku there. Tchaikovsky's going to go back to the backup keeper. There's another notable substitution. Lucas Bernsteingle coming out of the game. Ethan Kigali coming in. Ellis across to Armstrong, and Armstrong with his, well, I don't want to jinx it, he's got a brace now, so I'd say second brace in 2 games, but he could make it more. 5-0 here, friends. 48th minute of play, Darren Armstrong. From Cody Ellis, one of the easier goals he's ever going to get. The onslaught continues. Raposo with it.
By number 24, Darren Armstrong.
Porter goes back to Tchaikovsky. Blue Devils more than willing to ping the ball around in the back. Kigali with it. I mentioned in the first half that the Blue Devils were going to look to spread some minutes around for the youth players. It's got to be the explanation, unless Bernstingle's picked up a knock somewhere, but he didn't seem too busy. So I can't see that being the situation. So that'll make Kyle Porter the captain here in the second half then. Tchaikovsky gets it to Spafadora. Back to Tchaikovsky. Porter out wide to Ellis. Ellis at the top of the box. Ball on his right foot. Step over. Porter gets it back from Ellis. Porter all alone, and Porter's going to make no mistake. Kyle Porter. 49th or 50th minute. 6 goals, 3 braces. Blue Devils off to the races. That one's trademarked. Don't even try and use it if you have the opportunity. I'll sue ya. Things not looking good here in the second half as the Blue Devils are charging out way ahead here. Offside. Stoyanov. Armstrong with it. Chased down quickly by Raposo. Armstrong's found Santos in the box. Or Ilias, rather, that. Tchaikovsky getting up high to nod that one in. Ilias is all alone on goal now. Kerr came out to meet him. I almost called him Stuart Kerr. That's his dad. Brandon Kerr. This is Oku looking for Espiro. Espiro got to it. Number 6 here for Burlington is Rometti Lapi. Lapi looks to have come in for Zaglu. Porter with another shot in towards goal. Ellis is going to chase this down, and Kerr dives onto that ball. Kerr throws it out quickly to Spiro. Frankovic. Armstrong gets it back to him. Ellis gets it back to him. Couple quick 1-2s, and Frankovic puts a ball into the middle. Can Santos chase this down? No, it's going to go out just over the touchline for a goal kick. Cole Davidson making his way to the sideline. Player was down on the field. Looks like he's going to be coming out and making his way onto the pitch. In place of him is Stefan Miladrag.
Entering the field, number 31, Oliver Stanky. Exiting the field, number 1, Brandon Kerr.
And you heard it there, folks. Kerr making his way out of the game. And in place of him, Oliver Stanky. Maybe Stanky will be able to fare a little better than Kerr did. Not to say that any of those goals can be really placed on Kerr. He's been hung out to dry here by the back line. Raposo with it now, laying it off. Raposo gets it back. Ilyas. A little bit far for Porter, and that's going to be a corner kick still. Looks like Armstrong's making his way out of this match for the Blue Devils. And Mo Shamke will be coming into the game for him. And then Shaq Lowe making his way in for Matt Chandler. Shaq Lowe, a veteran presence on that back line. Also coaches in the academy for the Blue Devils. This is Cody Ellis, back to Porter. Porter switching play. Duarte not going to get on the end of that one, unfortunately. Spapadora to Frankovic. Shaklo closed down quickly, and Lowe will get whistled down for leaving a foot in. Mo Shamke up front for Blue Devils. Spent some time in the Serbian First Division last year, playing for FK Dubniknost Dobrovoci. I've probably butchered that one, but I've never claimed to have used the Rosetta Stone. Santos heads that ball clear off of Miladrag's cross. 6-0 here in the 59th minute of play. Blue Devils dominating this match. Looks like Oku's going to come out. In for Oku's number 23, Jack Mallory. Mallory's one of those players that head coach Neil Wilson was telling me to keep an eye on. This is Mallory. Tchaikovsky takes the ball off of him and takes it into the corner. And then Mallory hauls down Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky's a perennial all-star in this league. Anybody who's watched this league for the past couple seasons knows what impact he has on the game in, game out. He was a real game changer for the Blue Devils when he came over from Masters halfway through last season. A stalwart on defense and obviously an all-star year after year with first Masters and before that Sandjacks. Miladrag's ball tipped clear of danger by Cody Ellis. Shamke giving chase, putting pressure on Yarmarillo. "60-second minute of play here, folks." Kigali gets a hand to it, parries that away. There's going to be no seam for entry there for Burlington. This is Duarte. Ilias with it now. Zaglu puts the ball off the side of the net. Chance coming here as Ilias beats his man to the ball, and Ilias is going to finish off the hat trick. What a goal. What a presence of mind to chase that ball down as the defender was asleep at the wheel. Taha Ilias getting his third of the game, 65th minute of play. Burlington being blown away in this battle for Burloak. Someone get at me and let's figure out a name for this derby already. Lappy with his shot from distance. Not going to trouble the keeper from there. Kigali well out of his goal, wasting, I shouldn't say wasting time, taking his time. Look at how strong Ilias is. Number 2, Matthew Mills, just bouncing off of him.
Goal for Oakville Blue Devils, scored by number 9, Taha Yes, in the 64th minute.
This is Mills.
Substitution for Oakville in the 65th minute. Entering the field, number 10, David Velastegui. And exiting the match, number 20, Gianluca Spadafora.
You heard it there, folks. Spadafora out of the match for David Velastegui. Talk about depth. Velastegui, a player who's known around the league for his quality. Velastegui. Tchaikovsky with it now. Ball into the middle. Great work there by Stenko to pull that one out. 68th minute of play here, folks. Ellis with it now. Ilyas to Velistegi, looking for Porter, but it's picked off. That was Rattleband playing it back to the keeper. Santos with it. Top of the box, Santos, left-footed shot, and that's deflected. Velistegi has it now. This is Shamke getting it back to Velistegi. He's closed down. Porter with it. Porter gets it out to Ellis. Ellis into the box, on his left foot, put it in the middle. Chance coming, and Velistegi was there. Frankovic getting away with a hold on the shirt there. Assistant referee right there, no call on the play. Ilyas with it now, cutting in towards the byline, cuts it into the middle, and diving for it was Stanky. Frankovic. Velistegi gets it out wide to Ellis, and it was just a bit far in front of him to make anything happen. You heard it there, folks. Mello in for Porter and Griffin in for Frankovic. Velastegi's ball in. Griffin goes up for it, and Ilyas got a foot to it, but he was leaning back and put it over the bar. Wind's picking up here. 73rd minute of play. Bit of a haze. Looks like it could rain at any moment, to be honest with you.
Crossing the field, number 13, Mark Yantamasi. Exiting the field, number 9, Morgan Stoyanov.
You heard it there, folks. Ian Tomasi in for Stoyanov. Funny story, Ian Tomasi's sister playing for St. Catharines Roma Wolves, and their father an executive with Hamilton United, so you figure that one out for me. Duarte not going to get on the end of that. Santos working hard to win back possession. Shamke giving chase now. Things really slowing down here in this match as we enter the final 15 minutes. George Griffin. Griffin up over the top, looking for Shamke, and he's got him. Shamke's going to get on the end of it, puts it back into the middle. Charging in on it is number 19 in white, Mateus Mello, and he was not able to connect with enough vigor to put that one in the back of the net. Shamke. Ilias with another shot in towards goal, and that one's saved by Steinke. Oliver Steinke turning away another Blue Devils attack. It's going to go out for a corner. Blue Devils notoriously dangerous from set pieces. I could see Connor McNamara walking around here, former League One Ontario powerhouse with the Blue Devils when they first entered the league. Cody Ellis is going to get on the end of that. What did I say? Ball swung in and Blue Devils make it 8-0. Here in the 77th minute. Not a lot of energy left here at the Haber Sports Complex, either from the hometown fans or the hometown team. Like I said, you score two quick early goals like that in the first half and it really takes the wind out of the sails for the opposition, and Burlington just have not looked like they've been engaged here since that second Ilias goal. Again, this is going to be a challenging year for this team. New to the league, joined in the last minute, as you heard in that halftime interview with Executive Director Alma Chauhan. It was always going to be tough, but they knew that they had to get themselves in and active before that changeover to splitting the league into two divisions, or a top tier and a second tier. Spiro with a chance there, and that shot is blocked by George. Ilias in alone on goal again, and Stanky able to come out and break up the play. Santos steps over the ball and loses it. Ball played back to George Griffin, and he'll go all the way back to Kigali. Kigali sprang a ball wide. He's found Duarte. Duarte into Valistegi. Valistegi's going to switch it. Ellis is going to bring this down. Ilias with another shot in towards goal, and Ilias has his 4th of the game. 9-0 Blue Devils, 79th minute. Now surely Ilias is tracking his way into being the leading scorer today. I'm going to quickly pop on to League1Ontario.com and find out for you. I'd urge you to do the same and have a look around the league at some of the scores. Burlington trying to catch the Blue Devils asleep at the wheel here. Griffin clears. And I think that might put Ilias in a tie. I've been wrong once before. I think I've said that today. Maybe. Cody Ellis brings it down. Such a lovely touch on Ellis. There's a reason that he is year after year considered the best player on the Blue Devils. All-time best 11 player for them. This is Tchaikovsky. Ilias with the ball across the box. Santos brings it down, flips it up to himself. Duarte on it. Santos. Stegi gets it out to Duarte again. Oakville just playing a game of cat and mouse here with Burlington. Ilias saves it, but nobody there to collect, although crossed the line and went out. Looking around the league though, friends. Some score lines. We talked about that 7-5 big game. Oh, opportunity here for Burlington, and Shaq Lowe comes charging in, and no call on the play. A lot of body on that challenge. Must have gotten to it first. The referee was in great position to make the call. Blue Devils back the other way. This is Brandon Duarte. He found Shamke, but Shamke was unable to keep the ball in bounds. So I was saying, we're going to catch you up on those scores from around the league this week. 3-3 Guelph and Pickering. That's a surprise. Guelph really struggling to maintain the steam that they had last year. Von Azuri, 2-0 winners over Derby on Friday. Scrissapi with a 3-1 victory over Electric City. Windsor TFC lost to Alliance 3-0. Or 3-1 rather that. No, I was right, 3-0. Sorry, I looked over at the scoreline before that. Again, that Pro Stars versus Unionville 7-5 basketball game, as head coach John Yaku referred to it last night with me over text message. Sigma and Simcoe County 0-0. North Toronto beating FC London 2-0, and they continue to carve out a place for themselves at the top of the table. North Mississauga, I don't know how I missed this one looking over the scoreline. 10-2 losers to Hamilton United yesterday. Take a closer look at that one as Ellis gets the ball at the top of the box. Being closed down, and he tries to cut around, but he's not able to make the play into the box. And the Burlington attack fizzles out in a real hurry there. Amir Shirazi scored 5 goals in that Hamilton United blowout. Miles Green a hat trick, and Noah D. Dominicus rounding things off with another 2. So we've seen some hefty score lines here this weekend, friends. Continuing on, St. Catharines Roma Wolves 4-2 winners over Waterloo. Del Priore getting a brace in that one for Roma. Another dangerous ball in off the foot of Ilias. And then that brings us to this. 9-0 right now. Blue Devils over Burlington in this inaugural match in what we've deemed the Burloak Derby so far. 85th minute of play. Safe to say Blue Devils have put a bow on this. Barring an act of God, they're going to walk away with the victory here. Mills with it still. Velestegi to Duarte. He'll give it right back to Velestegi. He's taken down by Octavian Siotirka. That would be one of those substitutions we missed earlier in the match. Ilias taking his time as he works it into the corner. Still along the sideline. Around another. Gets it back to Ellis. Ellis switching play to George Griffin. Griffin lumps it up towards Ilias, but that's going to be picked off by Mills. Velestegi steps up and wins it back for the Blue Devils. Tchaikovsky's well off the pitch, and he's found Ilias, who's put it out wide for Santos. Santos back into the middle across the face of goal. Steered clear by Milodrag. Shot in towards goal by Mello, but deflected down and finally cleared from danger's way. Four minutes to go here, friends, and I cannot see them putting on a ton of extra time in this match. Why delay the inevitable? Nothing to be gained by either team by correcting any stoppages of play here. Velestegi getting it back to Mello. Ellis has it now in the middle of the pitch, and he's got Duarte. This is George Griffin. Santos gets it to Duarte. Duarte to Mello. And another Burlington counterattack snuffed out at half. Tchaikovsky goes up and wins a header against his opposite number in Lappy, and I don't think he's given up any weight to Lappy, and Lappy went flying. This is Aspiro getting it up to number 21 in blue, Milladrag, and Milladrag unable to make anything happen. Folks, we want to remind you of the people and the companies that make all this possible. Today's League One Ontario broadcast is made possible by the support of its partners. And great partners they are. Gatorade, Rehydrate, Replenish, Refuel, Derby Star, the official ball of the Canadian Premier League and preferred match ball for League One Ontario. Macron, play hard. Work hard, play harder. My mistake, sorry about that. Vibrant Performance, Canada's most trusted automotive high-performance brand, and Sports Engine. Bring your team together with Sports Engine HQ. League One Ontario has sent tons of players into the Canadian Premier League in the 3.5 seasons of its existence so far, and we got to give them a shout out. The Canadian Premier League, where Canadian soccer takes flight. Ontario soccer helped keep this province going, and we'd like to thank them for encouraging us all to play, inspire, and unite. And Canada Soccer, sign up for the new Canada Red fan membership program to get the inside track on national team tickets, exclusive merchandise, and other promotions. And that's it, folks. That's all. 90th minute, no extra time. Blue Devils 9, Burlington Bayhawks 0. It was a pleasure to bring this game to you, and I can't wait to do the next one. We'll see you soon. For everyone at League One Ontario, we want to say thank you so very much for listening along, watching along, and we'll see you next time. Have a happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and take care of yourselves.
When our Women's Premier League 1 team faces off Electric City FC at 8 p.m. on Wednesday at City View Park. Once again, guys, my name is Vin Obeda. I've been your game day manager and de facto MC for today. Wish you all a great weekend. Drive safe. Good job, guys. Good job.
I'm so glad that I'm working with you guys. It changed so much, you know, like just the damn kind of game without the commentators.
That's theirs, Semi. Andre, thank you so much. I'll see you again soon. I'm pretty sure we've got a fair few games left together.
I think so. I think so. Okay, man. That was amazing. Thank you so much. Power, yes. Yes. Let me just shut it down here.